She made me take my bandana off.
Put it back on.
I'm not happy about it.
Go put it on.
But like my mum said the same thing this morning, and now I feel really self-conscious about it.
Oh no, don't. Let me see. I like it with the bandana.
It's fine. It's okay.
No, go put it on.
It's cool. Like my.
Go put your bandana on. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Blessing again. Have you missed me? Because I've missed you too. You know it. You already know it. And today I am back with Manny, whatever you want to call him.
What's up, guys?
Hello
again, guys. Manny here. Still here. Back again.
He's still here. Today is... It's like talk to B, but not just B. It's like talk to...
B and M?
B and M. Talk to B and M. Find out what M thinks about things that B usually talks about.
So you have like a woman's point of view.
A dual
and you have a man's point of view.
Because I've been told that I can be quite opinionated. But now we can...
That's an understatement.
Manuel.
But now we can...
You see, you keep throwing shade.
Oh yeah.
You keep firing.
I'm a professional shade thrower.
Can you respect the vicinity?
Professional.
Can you?
Oh my god.
How can someone?
It's like. Carry on.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But this is someone else's opinion, so you don't have to just take my word for it. You can see what he thinks about the situation.
So the thing about guys, right?
Yeah.
So if we know, if something happens, if we know that thing is gonna make you mad, it's gonna make you annoyed, 90% of the time we're just gonna act like it never happened. Just not gonna tell you, especially if we feel like there's like little chance of you finding out.
Yeah, but I feel like that's why you blend up, because chances are they will find out.
Yeah,
and it's
like,
even now worse that you didn't tell me and you let me go and find out by myself.
I'm just saying that's how guys are. Because like,
I'm just saying they haven't thought it through.
No, but like, why are you gonna put yourself in trouble? Because
chances are it'll come out in the end.
Yeah, but like right now it's not coming out. That's
so
just the logic.
Right,
that's just the logic. I'm just saying, like that's just how guys are most of the time. Like if it's gonna get me in trouble, I'm not gonna tell you unless it gets to a point where it's like, okay, I'm about to get in really deep trouble if I don't tell her now. Then like tell you, because if I don't tell you, then you're gonna find out, and it's just how guys are.
It's just to save yourself then.
Yeah.
You're not telling
guys. Yeah. So like if I'm sorry guys, if a guy feels like he can get away with it, 90% of the time he's gonna try. Guys are stupid, but like it's just how we are. You just have to live with it. Sorry.
Do you think guys will always cheat? Do you think every guy cheats? So when people say it's in a guy's nature, why?
Men are hunters, right? I watch a lot of Steve Harvey, and he loves saying that.
He does.
Yep, men are hunters, right? But I don't know. I feel like it goes back to my earlier point.
They can get away with it.
Well, not that one, but that too. But like the one way before. It depends on how strong they are. But no, like it depends on a lot of things.
But it's not a natural.
Like it's not.
Could you be with one woman for the rest of your life and not want strange vagina?
Strange vagina.
Because apparently men like strange vagina. I don't understand it. I think it's
partly because it's less stress.
Is it though? Most side chicks cause stress for your life.
That it's all relative. It depends on like, I guess it depends on like how you manage it. If it's like completely random, then I guess it makes more sense that it will be less stress. If it's something regular, then there's the potential that like that's gonna be a problem. But whether or not men like strange vagina, men like women, can't help it.
For 30 years.
But like it depends on the man. Completely depends on the man.
But on a hypothetical general note.
Oh yeah, in general we're speaking hypothetically, because yeah.
What was that? No, I'm just saying, if you've been with someone for 30 years, would the idea of being with someone new be more appealing?
It'd be exciting if they're attractive, but it depends on the man.
Enough for you to go and cheat?
Well, no. So like, my old football manager always used to say this, right? Like, it's okay to look at the menu as long as you don't eat out. So I feel like there's definitely going to be like the interest and like being.
Do you agree?
Excited about it, but going ahead with it is a different story. Personally, I don't think I would, especially if it's been that long. I'm just like, what's the point? Nah, like, what's the point? It's like, it's long. It's like, come on.
It is long.
Like, to be honest, I'm lazy. It's just effort.
So what's going to save your marriage is your laziness, as opposed to your strong moralistic viewpoint.
Definitely the
lucky woman. The first scenario. Hi, Blessing. I was wondering if you could let me know your opinion on a certain issue. Well, B&M actually. My ex-boyfriend of 3 years cheated on me numerous times, and we have since broken up. Though I was really heartbroken and scarred by the relationship, I have moved on and honestly believe I am happy. I've been focusing on my job, career and buying a home, so I haven't seriously dated in the past year or so. I recently met a really nice guy who is tall, chocolate, well built and fine. Yes, go get it. He has everything I want in a guy and treats me really well for the most part, but there are certain things he does that remind me of my ex. He seems nice, but I remember how badly my ex hurt me, and I never want to make myself that vulnerable to a guy again. This guy is not perfect, but I don't know if my intuitions genuinely don't like him, or if my trust issues are stopping me from falling for him. What do you think? I'll let our special guest take the lead.
I feel like that's deep, and that's something that happens a lot, because obviously when someone hurts you, you sort of put up a barrier when you meet the next person, and like it can be detrimental to the relationship. It can make it fail, because although the next person hasn't done anything wrong in the sense that it hasn't necessarily hurt you yet in this case, you putting up a barrier might be the reason that things go wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, it's fair for you to put up a barrier because you've been hurt. Nobody likes being hurt. Only thing you can do is you can either have faith that the person that you've chosen to be with is not going to hurt you in that same way, or you can be cautious. So you can open up yourself to an extent, but like be aware, be realistic that something might happen that's not going to go your way. Because as much as you might know someone and trust someone, there's always the possibility that something you don't expect is going to happen. You just have to be realistic.
I think I would ask though, in what ways is he like his ex? Because she says that he does things that remind her of
her ex. I'd say that's important too. So
if you're talking like he does things that remind you of how badly your ex hurt you, then
I feel like you need
closely into it.
Look closely into it, like draw a line in the sand, be like, this is what happened with my ex, this is what this guy is doing. Is there enough of a similarity? I'd say you're not being too honest. There's more. With me?
No.
I was gonna say like what?
It's like, how are you gonna just briefly gloss over it? You're describing how tall and chocolatey he was, but now when it talks about what he's doing that reminds you of your ex, you just said he does things. So like, I think there are certain things that I think guys have in common, but it might be coming from a different place. So two guys might both not do something, but for one guy it might be that your ex was cheating, or with this guy, but with this guy it might be that maybe he's just not a very good communicator. Or I don't think just because they do the same thing doesn't mean they have the same intentions, but at the same time I believe in signs, I believe in red flags. I believe if you see something, someone shows you who they are, you should believe it. But I do think there is a bit of trust issues here, but you can't let that stop you from a better tomorrow, because this ex that you're talking about is out there living the best version of his life. Is he thinking about you? You know, he's not 10 out of 10, he's not. So I'd think really carefully, is this one random ex worth giving out something that could be great? You said this guy's a good guy, I've not heard anything bad about him. I say be cautious, guard your heart, but at the same time, don't guard it so much that someone good can't come in.
Yeah, like give the guy a chance.
Give him a chance until he does something bad,
and then you know,
cut quick. Don't waste time. That's it. Just like that, with that amount of energy.
Like,
just get it. Okay, next one.
What you got?
Okay. Hi. I'd really appreciate if you can give me some advice. I've been celibate. Celibate.
The word is celibate.
Is it?
Yes.
How do you pronounce it?
Celibate.
Celibate. Yeah.
Celibate.
But for the past 2.5 years, and I'm really proud of it. My main reasons for wanting to be celibate are my faith and having been hurt by guys in the past. I've been with my boyfriend for almost a year now, and I'm thinking about giving it up to him for our 1-year anniversary. Well, I know he loves me and I love him too, so I think I've been making a good decision. There's a little part of me that is still worried that I could get hurt, but it's been a year. As a Christian woman, what advice can you give me? Or Christian man? Should I do it with him or not? And if not, how do I let him know that I don't want to?
I'd say if he's waited for a year, you can wait till you get married.
But what if he wasn't waiting? What if it was just like, you know how some girls don't want to have sex straight away?
Right.
So you'd still wait.
Okay.
But he's not waiting until marriage. He's just.
I mean, I guess it depends on whether or not he knows about your situation. So like, if he knows your reasons for being celibate, and he's decided to go into a relationship with you, if he was expecting sex in the first place, and he's gone in knowing that, I feel like he should be okay with waiting until you're fully comfortable. And if he's waited a year, it shows that he's at least okay with it thus far, right? I feel like it's definitely something that a conversation needs to be had about first, because if you, I mean, I'm personally not comfortable with the idea of giving it to him as your
1 year
anniversary. I'd say that's not a good thing to put on an anniversary. I don't know if that's just me. I feel like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
I feel like she said she's ready, but she's asking us if she should.
Yeah, I mean, if you're ready, you would know and you do it. Like, but I understand that because of what has happened, you're a bit hesitant.
I personally think you should get your reason straight first.
Yeah.
From what you wrote, I'm not sure you quite know why you're doing it. You said religious reasons for one, but then you said you've also been hurt in the past. So if you've not been hurt in the past, would you be doing it? I feel like if you're gonna go do it for religious reasons, you need to be quite strong in it. Because if that's the way you're going, you wouldn't really, like, you wouldn't then be doubting it and saying
it also wouldn't be a question.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a question.
But
you kind of just be like, I'm not doing it, and there's no question about it. It's not, it's a year now. He's been good to me. Maybe he won't hurt me, because you said it's been a year, but he could still hurt me. So that means your reason for not doing it is because you're worried that he might still hurt you, and not your religious reason, which, to be honest, is up to you. Do what you want. It's your choice.
No,
but if you're to really succeed in the celibacy thing, you have to know why you're doing it. So there's no point. I mean, you've gone a year. That's a long time. I don't know. I also think that's a discussion you should have had in the beginning. You can't, if man was expecting to, and then 1 year later he's thinking, okay, soon, it's about to happen soon. Because at the end of the day, if he's not wanting to be celibate, I think there's only so much someone can wait when it's not coming from them. If he doesn't have any reason to be, at some point it's going to be like, okay, so when am I going to get it?
Definitely.
So I feel like from time you should have told him from early, and it's up to him.
Yeah. To stay or not. And like, you changed the 90 days to like a year.
Yeah.
Just need to have a conversation and see if you're on the same page. If you're not on the same page, then decision needs to be made from there, and you need to find out why you're being celibate. So he either needs to get on the same page, cut.
I think it's hard to end relationships.
I'd say it's definitely hard.
I think that's why girls end up in situations, or guys in situations that it's just not healthy at all. They don't want to be there anymore.
So like, you might get yourself into a position where you look to cheat on her. Because if you're not gonna get it from her, and you're roasting that bad and you really want it, you're just gonna go somewhere else, and you're gonna end up cheating on her. It's better to just leave her, although it's not something easy to do. It's better to just leave her and then just go do what you want to do, or get on the same page.
Yes, and advice to the girl: if you have this discussion and he makes it clear that I'm waiting is not something that I want to do, honestly, it's gonna be hard, and you probably won't listen anyway. But leave. Like, honestly, if you're strong in your I don't want to do it, then there's no point kind of toying with the idea of someone who's like, if the guy makes it clear from the start, I want this and I don't know how long I can wait. Like, no, if someone says I don't know how long I can wait, I'm gonna try. Chances are it's not gonna last long. Do you disagree?
Depends on how strong you are. I say, if he says he doesn't know how long he's gonna wait, you can either trust him and see how long he does wait. Wait it out with him and see like how long is he going to actually try this with me. I'm just saying, like, all comes down to communication. That's the biggest thing, because if it gets to a point where he can't take it anymore, he's gonna leave. He's either gonna cheat or he's gonna leave. Like, depending on how much you trust him will determine how far you let it go. So you can be in a position where he says, I can't take it anymore. You can either do the or I'm leaving. And if he gives you an ultimatum like that, then you let him leave.
Yeah, I think someone who genuinely loves you will wait for you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Those were our 3 scenarios that we wanted to talk about. If you want us to talk about any of the scenarios, any questions that you want us to address, you can comment it down below or message me on any of my social media platforms that you will see. Manuel has a channel. It's called Manuel Okende. I will put it up in the poll and I'll put it up down below. Go check it out. Go show some love. Subscribe to him. What else do you want to say, man?
Check out my other social media.
It's gonna be on the screen.
It's all gonna be like right here, or we're gonna put it here or here. Bottom corner, like right
here. This
here?
It will be in this space here.
In that, okay, cool. Yeah, Snapchat, Instagram.
All that good stuff.
That's all about what I use. Yeah.
Snapchat and Instagram. Yeah. So I will see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, all them good things, and we'll see you in the next video.